Well, hello, it's David and I'm bored, and today I'm going to introduce you to a friend of mine, the Pyeman. Hello, Glenn.
Is that with that light above my head?
It looks like some kind of halo or something like that. I'm just introducing you to people, Glenn. We're live right now. There's several million people that watch this. And
What? I got to comb my hair.
Yeah. What's that? What's that big image behind you? That long print behind you? Is that a hockey team up on the wall there?
That is Montreal Canadiens Stanley Cup champs 1930 with Howie Morenz.
And how much is that worth?
Probably it's in really good shape. Original frame, Rice photo. I mean, probably see him sell an auction for up to $2,000. I'd let it go for like 1,400
Canadian.
Correct. I'm talking Canadian on this one. But if you go on eBay, you can buy that price US.
How would I introduce you to people? What do you do? What's your job? How do you make money?
I'm just a wheeler dealer guy. Just make money any way I can. Not selling masks or hand sanitizer, by the way, but we sell rare artifacts and memorabilia, and event tickets are our two big businesses.
Have you ever sold anything that was a forgery or a fake and just didn't care?
Yeah, we've had a number over the years, all what they call non-malicious forgeries, where it might have came from the individual, but they used a secretary or a clubhouse guy signed. So, and they're all pretty good, like unless you have a really advanced eye, which I do, but I still don't even catch some of them. So now I use third-party authenticators for everything.
You've got all sorts of stuff. Do you have a personal collection? Do you have a favorite that's yours?
Probably my most valuable piece is the franchise agreement that gets the Leafs the franchise in the NHL, signed by the president of the NHL, the first president, Frank Calder. So I thought of going down to the Scotiabank Arena one day and just saying, get out of here. This is my team. Here's my franchise agreement. But they're so bad, I don't want to do it because they're a bad team.
Lovely, lovely. So what else is going on?
We're selling no tickets. It's dead. I'm still paying my guys because I'm a nice guy, but the government is chipping in 75%. But my memorabilia guys are still working. Memorabilia has actually taken off in this pandemic. It's much bigger than it was pre-pandemic.
What did you buy last night?
Last night I was on two auctions. So I bought in Heritage, which is the biggest auction house in the world out of Dallas, Texas. I bought a rare medal from baseball pre-1900. And then the other interesting item I bought was the Yankee who replaced Lou Gehrig was a guy named Dahlgren. And they were in a game in whatever year that was, that Gehrig stopped playing, 38 or something like that, when he took himself out of the lineup. Later that year, they were in a game where they hit, I think, 10 home runs. And then that was the record till the Blue Jays hit 11 home runs. So that game was a record, but they played a doubleheader. They hit another 3 in the bottom. So they hit 13 in one day. Well, I have the game ball from that game signed by all the guys that hit the home runs.
I have the game ball. 13 of them went out of the park. This is where you got stuff.
There's more than one game ball. There might be, but in a doubleheader there, they didn't just throw them out to fans then, but there might have been 30 or 40 between foul balls. And this guy Dahlgren filled it out, said record game, and then had pictures of all the various guys that DiMaggio was a guy who hit a home run. They're all known guys. Most of them are Hall of Famers. Then I bought these rare photographs in a photograph auction last night, and I've got amazing. One of them I got is the photo just before the Blue Beatles took the stage for a show called Shindig, which was their second most famous show behind the Ed Sullivan shows. And I actually bought a Beatles photo last week for a show, and it was really weird. It was, I don't know, these hokey shows from Europe, they're always garbage. But this was a Swedish homemade show, and it said it's called Drop In or something, Drop In, and they all clap, and they're all doing this clapping like this. They had the Beatles doing it. They had to clap. And they did this show in Sweden. They played 4 songs. It was real hokey. It looked like Sesame Street. That was done in 1963. So I just bought that photograph as well. Some of these photographs, early Beatles, if they're type 1, which means they were made at the time, are worth thousands of dollars, particularly you get old Babe Ruth photos. I lost the bid on a Titanic photo last night. Went for thousands of dollars. Titanic stuff is huge.
And so the Beatles, just back to them for a second, they the uniqueness of Toronto in terms of the Beatles tours, there's something unique there, isn't there?
They played Maple Leaf Gardens more times than any other venue in North America because Ballard made them play 2 shows every time, so a 4 and an 8 o'clock. And so they played 3 times. That was 6 shows. Wow. I think they only played, Madison Square. They might have played twice. The only places they played more were like the Cavern Club and that club they played in Hamburg, where they were playing like 3 shows a day, 30 days straight. So they do 90 shows in 30 days. That was in the early days, 62. By 63, they were big, not North America. And then their first song charted. We have the biggest record chart collection in the world, which I'm in the process of selling now. And the first song charted, I believe, was either Twist and Shout or Love Me Do. Or no, She Loves You. And it came like December 9th. It hit the charts in North America, 63. On Ed Sullivan, and was it January or February, and then again in the summer.
February, yeah. Yeah, it was pretty cool. So you're being awfully well behaved with me. Do you think you'll come back? I think I know a way of getting you not behaving. I want to show you something that I have on my desk here.
You stole from me before you even show it to me. I know you stole it.
It's a 1943 Toronto Maple Leafs baseball from the and
with
it's
my price tags on it.
What is it?
My price tags are on that.
Yeah, your handwriting's all over it, and I don't even know how I got this. I think
you stole it.
No, I didn't steal it. I would never steal something from you.
There's several things went missing last time you were here.
I thought this was a Maple Leaf ball, as in the intercounty team that plays the Kitchener Panthers. So I borrowed this ball from you. Do you remember it? 1943 Maple Leafs Intercounty League pennant winners, and there was some fairly impressive. There was people who did no hitters, and the leading hitter of the league, and number of pitchers, and so on. It's from 1943.
Right.
Pretty cool. What do you recall the price you had on this?
Yeah, because you just showed it to me, $375.
Oh, fine. I'll give it to you for $250.
When you steal stuff, you should take the price tags off.
Okay, I'm learning from the best.
While you're in the store. So when you're in Walmart, rip the price tags off. Then you can say you bought it at a prior place. In fact, I'm starting a foundation. In this bad times we're in, there's many foundations. So I'm starting one because nothing's being done for the shoplifters, and they have nowhere to go. So I'm starting to raise money for shoplifters. I'm putting out some various items. All proceeds go to the shoplifting organization. I previously was the head of the Gout Foundation.
I remember that.
Our Gout March didn't work very well. It was very short. We've dispensed with that. But now we're going all for shoplifters because that's one group that's really been taken advantage of in this shutdown.
You're always thinking. That's a good point.
I might even invite some over here and they can just do some stealing from my house so they keep their skills up.
That's cool. I'd like to be invited to that.
Yeah, you qualify.
I wonder if Trudeau will give us, maybe he'll take care of the shoplifter sector.
He'll pay the rent in the house while I'm doing it.
Very nice, very nice. I'm going to thank you today, but we're going to come back and do this a few times because you're way too nice. Is that an original Woodstock poster behind you as we sign off?
Yes, it is. That's original.
3 days. Did you go?
I didn't. I was too young, as were you. My parents wouldn't let me. I could have went. My good friend, another guy named Glenn, went. And we both worked at the Dominion store in Hamilton. And he had a van going. A bunch of guys were going. And I didn't know him that well, but he said, "You want to come?" We were sort of friends at the store. And my parents wouldn't let me. I found out he was in the Vagabond Motorcycle Club. So it was all them went down there. They had a great time.
Nice.
But no, I didn't get to go to that. But that's probably the last. Well, no, I missed a few. Pretty well every big show since 73 I've been at. But I missed the prior shows because I wasn't living in Toronto at the time, right? So it was a little tougher.
Okay, next time let's talk about all the different rock shows and the concert tickets and all that stuff.
Rolling Stones, 78 times.
78 times.
That's a teaser. Put that in the trailer. Do you do trailers?
You're old enough. You've got one of their albums that was on a 78.
Yeah, with Brian Jones.
Yes, very nice.
All
Nice
right.
talking
Do I get paid for this? How
No.
much money is it?
We have to go now. Thanks for calling.
No, what's the financial?
No,
How do
we
I
gotta
get
go.
it?
Thanks for
Do you
calling.
give me Bitcoin? Is it Bitcoin or what
Okay,
do
we
I
gotta
get?
go now.